appreciate it. Yeah, so Kurt, kind of mimicking what we were saying, the track on this front side where this, after the triple into the double is really difficult, and on the back side coming into the long double that we've been watching, it's the second most difficult part of the track. Those are the parts of the track with the most significant ruts in them. Let's see if we can get to the pit lane. It's a little bit rocky over here, so we're going to make sure that our cameraman can make it all the way over here. So as you can see, even over here, these guys are coming onto the straightaway. No part of this is flat at all. And you're even starting to see some of the base underneath the track. So,
what's up, Nitro Nation? Just watching the 2019 Nitro Challenge. Okay, that is living the dream right there for me, anyway. I mean, if you love Nitro like I do, how cool would that be, man? You race, and you get to do something and get paid for it. Now, I'm not talking club racing, your local... No. That's not even... That's amateur stuff. I'm talking corporates are paying you big coin, okay, to do what you love to do. Man, that would be so cool. So anyway, this is my NASCAR. You know, last week was NASCAR. I'm not, you know, and I'm just not much the NASCAR guy. You know, I mean, the whole, you know, it was all 3 Toyotas, I think. You know, the first, second, and third. Daytona 500 last week. You know, some people into NASCAR. Now, you know, and I mean, you know, you got guys, you know, John, you know, paid respect to, you know, legend. Dale Earnhardt, I thought that was, you know, pretty cool. You know, he really, you know, I mean, credit due where credit due. That guy is a legend. You know, he's, you know, what I think Adam Drake is to RC, Nitro, E-Word, whatever. Adam Drake's a legend, you know. Thank God he's still alive. But the whole NASCAR thing, you know, the going around in circles, doesn't really do much for me. You know, I mean, the most exciting part is when they have, like, big crashes, as long as nobody gets hurt. You know, I don't want to sound morbid or anything like that, but, I mean, you know, hey, we're Americans. We like things blowing up. We like, you know, watching guys beat the shit out of each other, you know, MMA, you know, stuff like that. I mean, that's what we are. We're Americans, man. We just naturally like violent shit. So... But, you know, this going around in circles, the NASCAR thing, it's the same 10 rednecks every year. You know, I think they ought to do something different. I think they ought to, like, switch it up. And instead of going, you know, left, have them go the other way. And let's see who wins then. But anyway, I've been, you know, as you guys know, I'll pull up stats of who's who, you know. Ty Testament is on top right now. As far as... best in the world as far as in, you know, Nitro standings. If you guys don't know, yesterday actually was the finals for the 8 scale Nitro Truggy. Okay, who won? Who do you think won? No, Ungaro didn't win. Close, but no cigar. Ungaro with Associated came in second. But Mayfield just spanked everybody's ass. He led the entire race because I watched it from beginning to the end. So an 8 scale Truggy. And the Nitro Dirt Challenge, if you guys don't know, or those of you that know about racing, is a big race. It's in Paris, which is not too far from where I'm at in Southern California. Paris is a raceway where they used to do a lot of speedway, which are the bikes with no brakes. They go around in circles tracks. And this track that they're on here, it used to be part of it was a dirt bike track. And as you see, they were saying that the track looks like the moon. It's got like pits and holes, and it's pretty rough out there. They're just warming up right now for the 8 scale Nitro buggies. The main for the buggies is later on this evening. So I'm just kind of watching it, you know, as I'm doing some wrenching. And, you know, but that's like, I mean, when you talk about next level, there's a lot of different levels. Next level doesn't just mean next level. So somebody says, you're next level. Well, what level is that? Are you, you know, at this level here. Holy shit! What the hell does the Muggy Maniac doing with a Jado Traxxas? How in the hell did this get in here? Yep, we have some special guests. Mr. Jado here. We got an XTM X2, another classic, oldie but goodie. I mean, this thing's got a, I don't know why, but it's got a .18 in it. Oh, by the way, these don't, I don't know what you guys are thinking. I don't think so. These are not mine. Again, that's two. Had one last week. Another newbie friend of mine wants to get into Nitro. You know, you got to start somewhere. You know, I just want him to learn as quickly as possible so he doesn't have to deal with this, you know, the bullshit Polestars and the Jado. You know, I think I got to try to find him an easy start because he doesn't know anything about these. Some guy owed him like 40 bucks. He gave him this Jado. So, I don't even know. He wants me to try to figure this thing out. I'm not real excited about working on it. The only reason I'm working on it is because he's a friend of mine. And he's a newbie. And, you know, Muggy Maniac will never turn down a newbie ever. Okay? That's why I do this channel. I've told you guys that before. This isn't my claim to fame. This isn't get a freaking paycheck. You know, help advertise for people. You know, I do advertising for people where, you know, I give credit due where credit's due. You know, like Mr. Buttershow will say, credit due where credit's due. Sure, but I also give criticism due where criticism is due as well. So anyway, the only reason I'm working on and helping this guy out is because he's a friend of mine and he's new. Now, this will just hopefully be something where I can teach him and he'll have to learn why you don't want to deal with, you know, easy start bullshit that you put in here. And, you know, I mean, I would assume just not even do anything but toss this thing in the trash can over there. That's where I would put this if it was mine. But, you know, I'm not going to discourage the guy. I'm not going to, you know, I mean, I just keep it real. I already told him, listen, dude, this isn't worth how much you want to put into it. I mean, he goes, I just want to get this one running for my son. He goes, this other one here looks like it's a little bit better. Well, yeah, it is. Not a lot. But, I mean, look at this thing. This is called neglect. Are you guys looking at, look at that. Rust. Okay? Bad RC maintenance. Okay? Good RC maintenance and upkeep and care. Okay? Here we go. You need this again? Okay, look at this. Bad RC maintenance and upkeep. Look at all the rust. Holy Toledo. Good. Well maintained RC maintenance. Any questions? Okay? Now, I don't would think that anybody, and I don't know anybody really. There isn't, you know what? I don't know anybody. And there's guys that I know on the channel, on the tube, that are, you know, clean their shit pretty well, but I guarantee you they don't clean it as well as I do. You know, and I'm just calling it how I see it. So, anyway, we're going to take this thing apart. We're going to clean this thing out. It's got a .18 Hong Nor. I didn't even know Hong Nor made a .18. I mean, look at this. This thing is like, I think if I squeeze it, it'll probably crunch. So this pipe, look, Sen. You see my last video, that monster truck, my other buddy that I was working on? By the way, that thing's running. He's, you know, having a good time, but, you know, he's going to want a bigger motor and a better motor. So, but anyway, look. Some guy, Mickey, you got a big block exhaust on this little pea shooter motor here. But anyway, I'm gonna try to get this this thing, you know, try to salvage it, see what it's all about, start taking it apart. Anyway, so yeah, you know, I'm helping him out, and you know, he's a newbie, so. But yeah, this is what my XTM, because this is an XTM, XTM X2. It was their buggy. That's what that thing would look like. It would look like that if I never took care of it. Because that looks, this thing looks like it hasn't been clean for 15 years. Since when it came out in 2005. So anyway. So yeah, the Muggy Maniac, just wanted to kind of get you guys, show you guys, you know, hey, we talk about next level. There's a lot of different levels. If next level just doesn't mean next level, you know. Next level means what it means. Remember, I told you guys before. Next level means surpassing others, uncommonly good, or impressive. Okay, so if you're running one of these JATOs, or even something, a beater like this, you know, I mean, you don't even have to, you know, all you have to do is just keep yourself clean. There's next level cleaning, next level maintaining, next level tools. A lot of different next levels. So, anyway, as far as the Nitro Challenge, I'm rooting on. Oh, and also, who came yesterday was Mayfield first in 8 scale truggy. Ungaro for Associated second, and third Techno. Okay, Bornhorst. I think I said up Ryan Bornhorst. He was rocking one of these Technos here. Third place in the truggy division. Pro A main. So we'll see what happens in the buggies, man. I don't know. I'm rooting for my Mugans and my Technos, man. So no disrespect to Associated and Ungaro, you know, like I said, he's still the champion until somebody knocks him off. So, and I'm hoping that my boy Mayfield or either Tebow or Bornhorst, Techno boys, will take it this year. But we'll see. There's a lot of racing to go, man. These guys are just getting started, even though this is a big race. I kind of think this is kind of a pace-setting race, where whoever does well in this is kind of gives them that momentum going into the next races. These guys race, I don't know how many races. There's a lot, though. But anyway, yeah, so I'm pretty excited, man. You know, I mean, as much as this thing is beat down, the Muggy Maniac, you know, it just needs some TLC. Okay, the Muggy Maniac's going to get this old school whip right here. We're going to whip it back into shape, okay, because it needs to be whipped into shape, because this thing, like I said, is I mean, it's tore up. It's all intact, though, for the most part. So, this thing, he wants me to put a radio in it for him. He still needs to get the Easy Start. I don't think he has it. This thing, look at that. Broke. The front end of this thing, look. Busted up. So, I mean, I'm still kind of tripping out that I didn't know what he had, because he said, hey, yeah, I got these two Nitro, you know, vehicles here, and I want to get into Nitro, one for my son, one for me, you know, I know you know about my Nitro, and, you know, can you help me out? And then he brings me these, and I'm like, whoa, really? I mean, this thing has got, like, cobwebs in it. This thing is dirty. So, but anyway, I'm not real excited about that one. One, because it's the Traxxas. Two, because there's a lot more to it. This one I am excited, because this is actually, you know, related to the XTM Mammoth Muggy over there. This is you know, one of his brothers. Okay, this is the buggy version. This is the 8 scale buggy X2 XT2, which is an XTM vehicle. So, and I got a lot of extra parts in case he needs them too. But anyway, I'm going to help him out. So, you know, I'm kind of excited. I'm going to start tearing this one down. I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update. Let you guys know if you're not watching, you can watch it. You can live stream it on YouTube right now. The Nitro Dirt Challenge 2019. Next video, you'll see me. I'm going to, hopefully in the next few days, we're going to get the Mugen back out. I mean, the Techno back out there. And then we're going to get the Mugen back out there. And then we're going to get the Muggy out there ripping around. Then we're going to get the Mugen Buggy. Yeah, so, you know, we're making rounds. But for right now, I mean, I was going to run today and everything. But, you know, hey, My Nitro brother needs some help here, okay? So that's what this is all about. It's about helping your brothers. It's about, you know, sacrifice, you know? I could have told him, you know what, I'm just too busy, you know, because I really did want to run today. It's beautiful weather here in Southern California. I mean, you can see the weather by watching the race. That's what it's like. Like I said, this is like 45 minutes from where I live. And it's like, you know, 70 today, sunny, beautiful. And man, I was so ready to just rip the Techno and the Pico and get it rocking out there. And then, you know what? Duty calls, Nitro brother in need, newbie Nitro brother, brand newbie, so can't tell the newbie Nitro brother, hey, you know what, busy. Said, you know what, no problem, man, let me see what you got, let me see what we're working with, let me see what I could do to help my brother out. Okay, so we're gonna get this thing ripping. We're going to try to find him a body. I mean, we're going to get this thing going. So, I'll keep you guys updated. I mean, take a good look at it, because it ain't going to look like that. Trust me. I mean, look at the turnbuckles. Telling you, man. A lot of wire wheel actions happening, people. Get that damn rust off. So, anyway. Alright, I got to get to work, man. I got a lot of work ahead of me here to help my Nitro brother out, so... Alright, people, that's about all I got. Make this video nice and short. Muggy Maniac's gonna finish watching the Nitro Challenge. We'll see who comes out tonight on top. I'm probably gonna put my money, the way he's been running, on Mayfield. Either Mayfield, well, it's gonna be those same three guys in Truggy. Mayfield, Ryan Bornhorst for Techno, Mayfield for Mugen, and Ongaro Associated, those three. But can't count Ty out. Ty Testament, you know, he didn't get a podium in the Truggy. Very rarely. Usually he takes Truggies, man. Ty always kicks ass in 8-scale Nitro Truggies. So I don't know what happened. Off day. But I'm not counting him out. So who knows? We'll see what happens. Obviously I'm rooting for Techno because I have the Techno. And I'm rooting for Mugen because I have two Mugens. So whoever wins out of those two, I'll be happy. If either one of them win, I'll be kind of bummed out. But anyway, let me get to wrenching. I gotta start tearing this freaking boat down here, this rust bucket here down, and see if I can give it some TLC and if we can breathe some life back into this puppy right here. So anyway, that's it. So yeah, what level are you? I don't know. You gotta ask yourself where you're at. Okay, are you pull starting and rotor starting? Well, then you're like level 1 right there. Okay? If you graduated and you got a back plate, but you're still running .21s and nothing bigger, then you're level 2. Okay? You're a step up from the pull start guys. Okay? Now, if you're running the big boy motors, the .25s, the .28s, LRP .32s, and you have a decent platform. No Traxxas baloney. You know, you got a Mugen, you got a Techno, you got a Losi, you got Associated. You know, that's like, to me, you know, level 4. You guys are saying, who are you to decide what's level what? You know why I am doing, why? Because I can, that's why. Because when you get to modified motors, big modified motors, .28 or bigger, modified. Let's say .25. .25 and bigger, modded. And you have one of the top platforms out there. Mugen, Associated, Techno, Kyosho, even could be Buggy, Losi. You have those top 5 platforms, and you got modified motors. Yeah, then you're where John's level is. Okay, and where I'm at. And where some of you guys are out there. Okay, you know who you are and who you're not. Okay, so that's, you know, you got to ask, like I said, ask yourself, what level are you? Or what level do you want to get to? What level do you want to be? Do you want to be top level up there? You want to run the modifieds and the big boy motors and the quality platforms? Okay, well, you got to put in the work, man. You got to put in the work, man. There's a lot of work. It took me almost 4 years, 3 years, they'll say, to get to the level I'm at. And I still got another level to get to. I still got another couple levels before I go into, you know, graduating from Nitro and going into fifth scale. Because I'm not going to be one of the guys that goes from E-word to fifth scale trying to figure it out. Never did any Nitro, and there's too many of those going on out there, and I think it's funny. Don't know what the hell they're doing. You know, this, you know, there's people to blame for that, why there's a lot of those. And those people will get discouraged and will quit and will go back to doing E-word. Okay? They won't even do Nitro. I'd rather have somebody go through E-word, go through Nitro, and then go into fifth scale. That way, you know, at the worst case scenario, he's not going back to E-word. Hell no. He'll say, okay, I'm not ready for fifth scale. Well, let me take a step back. And he'll at least be in Nitro. And that's cool. I can live with that. Okay? But none of the, you know, E-word and don't even do any Nitro and just go right into fifth scale. That to me doesn't make any sense. You know, that's like crawling and then running. That doesn't work. You got to crawl and then baby steps and then walk and then you run. That's how it works, okay? For those of you that think otherwise. To say that people can't go from E-word to fifth scale and be successful, I'm not saying that. I mean, there is exceptions to the rule, but the rule is that it's better for you to learn, you know, Nitro and you know, then, I mean, that's why John is able to do what John did. If you want to be, you know, I know there's a lot of guys out there that, you know, look at what John does and they want to be like John, you know, okay? I don't want to be like John. I don't want to be like anybody. I want to be the Muggy Maniac, okay? I want to be who I am. I have my own identity in the way I do things. From learning from guys like John and you know, Adam Drake and, you know, other you know, Nitro and fifth scale and other guys out there that you know, are at wherever level they're at. I learn from everybody, you know. But look at John. He did E-word, he did Nitro, then he did fifth scale, and that's why he's, you know, he does well at fifth scale, you know. And he can go back and do Nitro. I mean, if he wants to do E-word, that's on him. I'm never gonna do no E-word ever. So I don't even get to understand this right here. Okay, you got a Nitro motor next to an E-word. So it's like a hybrid. Look at that. What? Somebody had a flame mount. It sounds like they said Testament had a flame mount. That must suck. That would suck. Flame mounts are no bueno. So anyway, I'm gonna get wrenching on these things here. Yes, you guys seen it. You guys see a Jado here in the Nitro cave. Won't be here very long. Got this old school. Yeah, and like I said, the bottom line is I'm helping another brother, a newbie, to get to the next level. Okay, he's obviously starting out, so he's at ground zero. And, you know, we'll see, you know, where he wants to be. And, you know, and it doesn't mean you have to be at a certain, you got to ask yourself, what level do you want to be at? Do you want to be at the upper level with the big dogs, the guys that are running the modified motors and the top-notch platforms, and, you know, or do you just want to stay whatever you're running, platform or stock motors or whatever, you know? To each his own, like I said. Different strokes for different folks. But me personally, man, I'm looking to always up my game. Okay, you're only as good as your last game. I don't know if you ever heard that before, and that's true. So whatever your last game was, you want to up that and get better. You know, I'm getting better at, you know, breaking in motors. I'm getting better at, you know, dialing in motors with pipes and clutches and the tuning and all that. I want to get better at, you know, just everything all around. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you've got to decide what level are you at and what level do you want to be at. you know. It's up to you. There's no right or wrong to nitro. It's just, where do you want to be, you know? Do you want to be impressive? Do you want to be somebody that's, you know, that can actually help somebody get to another level because you've been there before? Do you want to surpass others? Okay? Do you want to be good, or do you want to be uncommonly good? You know, I don't just want to be okay. I want to be, like, badass. I want to be, as they say in Spanish, chingon. That means, like, fuck, excuse my language, freaking top dog, you know? I want to be, you know, I want to be with the big dogs. I want what the big dogs eat, what the big dogs run, you know, the tools the big dogs use. I mean, you know, all of that stuff. I want to be with the big boys. Okay, I don't want to stay in nitro preschool. Okay, and if you're messing around with the cheap, you know, these things like this forever, or the Traxxas's and the the little small .18 and .21 motors, then stay in preschool. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, you can, you know, that's if that works for you, then that's fine. But if you want to get into, you know, the majors and you know, do what the big dogs are doing, then you got to stop playing around with that. You got to get the you know, you got to get the quality platforms, the quality, you know, motors, you know, the Italian motors, and you got to get them modified in the pipes and just all of that, man. So that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm trying to do. So anyway, enough of me. Again, you know, Muggy Maniac likes to babble. Shout out to all my Nitro brothers out there. Roger 111, waiting for that next update on that Associated. Roger, you got to pay attention and see what your boy, what Ongero's doing. You know, Associated. Came in second, you know, in at Truggies, you know, but my boy Mayfield in the Mugen. By the way, he said that Mugen 8 Truggy, the new one, he said that thing is just money. He said it's dialed. He was saying the 7, which is the one I have, doesn't turn as well. And this only pertains to racing. But he said the 8, the new 8 Truggy, Mugen, MBX 8, he said that thing is money. And he walked away from everybody. There wasn't even anybody close. I mean, Ongaro came in second, but he was like, I don't know, a minute, you know, probably like a minute behind him. Because Mayfield was just on a tear, man. He was just ripping. So we'll see what happens in the buggies, see who does what. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Update you on helping my Nitro brother out, see if we can revive this old school 14-year-old beater here and put some life in it. So, alright people, peace, I'm out.